You are the player, because your vision is our vision.
Star Trek Strategic Operations Simulator for the Colecovision. Now, I played Star Trek in the arcade quite a bit. It's one of my favorite vector games. It ranks up there with Tempest and Star Wars Arcade. I really enjoy the arcade game quite a bit. My favorite version of it to play is the sit-down cockpit one. That one has speakers built into the base of the seat, and if you got the bass turned up on the soundboard, it is phenomenal to play. It's a really fun game. I can't say enough about it. Of course, I love Star Trek anyway. And on the Colecovision, they did a really good job bringing the arcade experience to the home console. It's actually a really good translation of the arcade game. Doesn't feature the speech like the arcade game does, but it's still a very good rendition of the game on the Colecovision. I love this box art. That is some really cool box art on this thing. For use with the Colecovision and Atom, joystick or super action controllers can be used. Awesome. Go at the back of the box here. So the back, we have a representative screenshot. We have 4 skill levels, 1 or 2 players, dazzling graphics and spectacular sound effects, and a convenient pause feature for when you got a hot game going and you got to use the bathroom or something. You can pause that game. Takes you where no game has gone before. That's pretty cool. So, let's take a look at what came inside the box. So inside the box, of course, we have the instruction manual in blue, black, and white. Goes through how to use the different controllers. These do come with overlays, which I'll show here in a minute. You have a 1 captain mission or a 2 captain mission. Choose your challenge. So let's see now. You can choose what kind of controller to use, either the regular controller or the super action controller. We have our skill levels. Skill level 1 is the easiest, which that's the one I'm going to play. 2 is more difficult. Klingon starships and Nomad are faster and more dangerous. Is an exciting and dangerous space mission that offers arcade level challenges for skill 3. And then for skill 4 is a very difficult mission for seasoned captains. Klingons and Nomad attack the Enterprise without mercy. Awesome. So here's the control setup. For the regular controller, we use the control stick and the 2 side buttons. For the super action controller, we use the control stick and all 4 of the action buttons. That's really nice because, of course, you have fire, move, warp, and torpedo, which all have their own button on the super action controller, which is nice. Whereas on the regular controller, you push forward to move, go right and left, and then you have your 2 side buttons to do your photon, torpedo, and your warp. Pretty cool. Shows the screen layout just like the arcade game. You see the top view of the space you're in, your forward tactical display, your shields, your photon, and your warp. This does have the UFO in it that'll drain your warp energy. And just like the arcade, the Klingons will attack your star bases. And also, Nomad will show up every once in a while, planting mines you have to avoid while you're trying to destroy him. Got some strategy hints. That's cool. So let's see, what else came in the box? Also in the box, of course, we have the cartridge itself. Just a plain looking cartridge, black label, Star Trek Strategic Operations Simulator on it. So looks like a little generic cartridge. And then also, we have some overlays. Let's take one out of the plastic so you can see it better here. So this is a neat little overlay for the Super Action controller. Shows which one of the fire buttons does on the controller. Here's the pause button. That's all this does. No other keys are using the keypad, except for, I think, the pound or the star key you hit to start a new game. Now, on the Super Action controller itself, I can get it over here. That's what it looks like mounted on the Super Action controller. Pretty awesome. Fire, move, warp, torpedo, and then steer right and left. Super Action controllers are really cool. Now, I'm going to be playing this on the Colecovision Phoenix, and you can actually use the Super NTT controller, the NTT data for the Super Famicom. Now, when you play it in Super Controller mode, Super Action controller mode, B is your movement, A is your fire, Y is your warp, and X up here is your torpedoes. If you use the standard controller mode, of course, you push forward on the D-pad here to move back and forth, pull back to warp, and then these keys are flipped. This becomes your photons, and this becomes your fire button over there. Pretty cool. It plays really good with the Super NTT data controller. This is my best. This is the way I like playing the game on my Colecovision Phoenix. So let's plug in the old cartridge and boldly go where no Willie has gone before. All right. Okay, so I'm just go ahead and just select standard controller because I seem to be able to play the game a little bit better using the standard controller. Well, actually, I'm using my NTT Data Super Famicom controller. I can play the game better with it. If I had the Super Action controller plugged into my Phoenix, I would play it with that. But I like playing it with the NTT Data controller. So we're going to select number 1. One-player game. Skill level 1. That's cool. That sounds really nice. Okay. Get him! Sector secured. When I play the game, I usually go after the Klingons trying to destroy the star bases first. Let's go ahead and dock. Extra shield, extra photon. Hey, get away, get away! Oh. You see why I set it on skill number 1. Ah! Uh-oh. I need some shields. Well, this didn't start off very well. Whoa! No. Get him. Doc. Gotcha. Ooh. No, don't destroy my star base. Oh, you destroyed my star base. Rats. Oh no. I gotta fight Nomad with no shields. Oh, this is not good. We're Nomad. Whoa. Where'd you go? Ooh. He's a spry little guy. Rats. Got away. Oh, I got a dock. I'm in pretty bad shape. Whoa! Oh, no, you don't. Oh! Oh, no! Oh. Doc with the starbase. Ah! Oh no! Oh! Mayday! Mayday! Well, darn it! 12,750 points. Boy, that was bad. It's a pretty cool game. It's really good on the Colecovision. Highly recommend getting it for your collection. And it plays really well on the ColecoVision Phoenix with the NTT Data Super Famicom controller as well. Anyway, thanks for watching.
The player. Sorry.
I join on Colecovision.
I am nomad. I am perfect. That which is imperfect must be sterilized.